Hello there and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech and yet more gaming news with myself, Amata. As you might be able to hear, I'm slightly under the weather today, a little bit of croaky voice going on, but I'm still here to bring you yet more gaming news here on the 30th of May, as Crytek will be launching the first batch of Crysis 3 DLC next week in the form of the Lost Island multiplayer pack. And this particular pack will give you 4 new maps, 2 additional multiplayer modes, which will be Frenzy and Possession, as well as fresh weapons, and the DLC will actually take you outside of the Liberty Zone in which the main game is actually set, and place you in a small island in the Philippines 200 miles from Lingshan, whereas of course where the original Crysis and Crysis Warhead take place. And Crytek CEO Savat Yerli had this to say: "The gameplay in Crysis series has always been deeply connected to the unique environments in which the action takes place. We're not only returning to Crysis' spiritual roots, but also introducing fresh ways to play that provide Crysis 3 fans with genuinely game-changing new tactical weapons, game modes, and weapons." And for all of those of you wondering, the Lost Island DLC will be available from June 4th on Xbox 360 for 1,200 Microsoft points, which is about £10.28, €14.40 or $15, and of course on the PS3 and PC priced at $14.99. And achievements for this DLC actually leaked earlier in May. I'll put a link in the description if you want to go check the information on that out. So that's pretty much all the information I have on this particular piece of DLC. It's a little bit surprising that it's taken them this long to actually release DLC for this game, considering how DLC happy the gaming industry has been in the last few years, but it's nice to see at the same time that they've actually taken their time to give you a nice and meaty DLC pack. They'll actually give you quite a lot of new additions. Unfortunately, they don't really describe here what these 2 new multiplayer modes actually are, but hopefully they'll actually be released some information on it at least before the DLC is actually out, and if not, well, I'm sure we'll all find out when we all go to play the game. And it's really cool as well that we're going to be going back to the origins of Crysis, and I'm sure many old school Crysis fans will get a little bit of a nerd chill from that particular reference and being back there again with, of course, Crysis 3's improved graphics, but of course Crysis was just a beautiful game anyway, so it would just be curious to see how the new game style of Crysis 3 actually lends itself to that particular environment. Anyway, that's me done for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.